No one sleep alone. But I'll be alright. No one sleep alone. Wanna hold you tight. But I'll cool my eyes. But I'll be alright. I no one sleep alone. No one sleep alone.
No one sleep alone. When you hold you tight. I'll be alright.
No one sleep alone.
No one sleep alone.
No one sleep alone.
Bye.
This has got to be the most hilarious part of this particular season, the All-Star season. Oh my gosh, guys, if you did not laugh, I say if you did not laugh, if you did not even smile, my brother, my sister, put your hand on your chest and say, I am a witch. If you're a woman, say, I am a wizard. If you're a man, you are really a hater of beautiful things. Oh my gosh. Look at Venita that was forming her to get. Venita that was crying. Oh my gosh. Look at Adekunle now petting you, calling backup singers to come and make you happy. And you're there for me, what I don't know. Oh my gosh. It was just a beautiful sight to behold, seeing Adekunle. Like, how did he even get Pere, General Pere, to stand and start dancing and be singing? Gay. This one is the what would I call it now, the gospel edition of Davido's song. Wow, I really enjoyed it. See, let me tell you something here. If there's anything that can make a strong man weak, it is love. Love. Because who would have thought General Pere, as in our soldier man, would stand with others and start singing and dancing for a woman who is not his to, you know, accept her man? Like, it wasn't making any sense, but it happened regardless. So without further ado, guys, let's go into the details of all of the shenanigans, or maybe just some of them that happened yesterday. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Now, without further ado, let's go into details. It is no longer a news that there was, you know, a higgledy-piggledy in the Venita ship. Okay, so Adekunle and Venita had, you know, issues, and it started from the Pepsi tax. I think Adekunle wasn't really giving his all, and Venita really wanted them to win, and he really got her angry. And again, to sum it up, he left the room, their matrimonial bed, and went to the couch in the living room, making people, creating awareness, or making people, draw people's attention towards their ship, and for them to realize that there was an issue. And, you know, considering the fact that Sheyi and other people were just telling him stuff and getting into his head and all of that. So earlier the next day, she didn't even come for the party. Yes, the Saturday party, Venita was not present. Okay, so it was afterwards that Adekunle slept outside their matrimonial bed. So the next day, that Sunday, she was crying in the morning. She was like, she has issues with isolation and abandonment, and Adekunle knew that, and then he left her. He packed all of his things, left the bed, and that Sheyi, who is supposed to be a bona fide person, has been feeding, you know, Adekunle with all sorts of lies, calling her derogatory names, this and that, and he's been listening, and that's why he's been acting the way he's been acting. She was crying. I think Alex was there to cheer her up, and I think Angela as well. You know, they had issues, right? So after the eviction, and Sheyi, Prince, Ike, and who else, Lucy, were evicted, right? Adekunle approached her to have a conversation. I need to see the way this girl was doing shakara. In my head, I was like, Venita, were you not the one crying earlier today? Were you not the one crying earlier today? But here you are, honey, acting hard to get. Okay, she was like, Adekunle should not tell her anything. He started it already. He murdered them already, this and that he should leave her alone, And Adekunle was like, that's the reason why I left you in the first place, because I did not want this reaction. They created a scene. No, that's how Angel and other people came into the garden. I think Pere as well, Kimopra, Cross, Gege. Even Sisi was even present. They were arguing. No, that's how Venita entered the toilet in the garden, and Adekunle followed her. Was like, listen to me. She said, no, don't talk to me. She didn't even let the guy talk. And I'm sure that's the reason why some of the housemates feel like Adekunle has been Venita's toy boy. Because why can you not have a conversation? Why are you shouting? Like, let this man speak. Can you just shut up and let him speak? Like, I couldn't even hear a sentence from Adekunle. I knew he was talking, but Venita was also talking as well, and her voice was way louder than his. Okay, so she was just angry. because Adekunle, made it more open. He made it more glary that they had issues, and she was even telling him that why did he leave the room? And I was like, I don't understand. This guy is angry. He needed to give you space because he was mad, and you're asking him why he left. Okay, fine, he's with you. Like, why don't you guys sort it out amicably? Why are you still asking why he left the room? I mean, like, it did not make any sense to me. How can you be crying over somebody leaving you, and then the person is right in your face trying to make amendments, and you are still chastising him, you're still shouting like a tamagant, kilo shele, what's going on? Anyways, guys, when that actually happened, people were not having it at all. Trust the Adekunle's fans. They were getting back at her like, excuse me, madam, you are too controlling, you are too bossy. Can you calm down and let him talk? What is your problem? Let him speak. That's why you're always calling him your toy boy, because you will not allow him to talk. I don't even understand. You people are having a conversation. I've not heard Adekunle's voice. It's only your voice. Kilo shele, go go. Anyways, guys, the fans were not having it until the whole association ended, and Adekunle went towards Pere and Neo, and he was just talking about Venita throughout. He was so uncomfortable, and that's how they were teasing. They were like, go and meet your woman, or this and that too. And they even told him that they would even accompany him to go and sing for her. It started as it started as a joke, right? And before we could say Jack Robinson, I saw Pere, General Pere, I saw Neo, Soma, and Angel, and I was like, Angel, what's Angel doing here? Even her ad-lib self was just giving, her ad-libs were giving. Like, what's Angel doing here? It's not the same Angel that said this Adenita ship will sink before he leaves the seashore. Isn't that the same Angel that called Adekunle Venita's toy boy? What is she doing here? And that's one that they preach love and light for this house. Anyways, that's how they started singing. I don't know, I think they remixed Davido's song Water in My Eyes, this and that. It was so hilarious. I laughed, I smiled. Oh my gosh, it was such a sight to behold. Come and see Venita. She was just blushing, doing shakara. I say, "Gege Venita, my dear, you will not accept your guy." Anyway, she covered herself with a blanket at some point, and Adekunle pulled it. She eventually, sorted themselves their issue out, and they slept happily ever after. If you like, say myself go ship, this ship, and my eyes entry inside it too. It's be like ship. I beg, I will not ship, Jerry. There's a huge tendency that it will not last. It will not last. Let's be honest. It will not last. Trust me, I just gave this ship 2 weeks, in fact 1 month. Let me just give them grace. 1 month after the show, it's gonna sink, it's gonna capsize. Trust and believe me. Okay, so let's go to the second gist of today. I'm sure you guys already know that the normal nomination for eviction is back. So Doyin and Neo were seen, strategizing, having a conversation about who to nominate. And Doyin was like, she was going to nominate Kim, Angel, and Soma. And initially, while they were having that conversation, she didn't want to nominate Angel at first, but until Neo revealed to her that Angel was actually talking about nominating her, and she was like, game on, no, let's nominate her. And Neo was like, he was actually going to nominate Ile, and that was when Doyin said that she actually likes Ile and she doesn't want to nominate Ile, and she wouldn't nominate Ile. And I don't understand why some people felt like that was her being strategic, that 1 minute Doyin is talking so bad about Ile, using derogatory words, using vile words, speaking about her in a very ill-mannered way, and then another minute she's like, I like Ile is this, Ile is that, I really want her to win, this and that. Anyways, to be honest with you, I feel like it's two-faced. That's a two-faced trait right there, right? Because I know Doyin is a very straightforward person, and she has a very strong opinion about anybody that she wants to have a strong opinion about. But it was just crazy, seeing that she was just going back and forth about Ile. Today you like Ile, tomorrow you don't like her. What's going on exactly, Doyin? Anyways, today is the HOH game as well as the nomination day. We're going to know who's going to be up. So after their whole strategizing and analyzing, we'll know who will be up eventually. You guys should share your thoughts with me in the comment section about what you thought was going through your mind when you saw Adekunle and his backup singers, the likes of Pere, Neo, Soma, and Angel. Those ones, they don't even do past Wiki music band. If you know Wiki, you know what I'm talking about. Share your thoughts with me in the comment section about Doyin and Neo's conversation about picking Angel and nominating her for eviction, right? Thank you guys so much for watching and listening. Please subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, and turn on your post notification to be alerted ASAP when I post a new video. You know the vibes. Bye guys.